Hi, if you installed Code Typhon for developing in free Pascal and you would like to cross-compile applications which you developed on either Windows, Linux or Mac OS, you have the option with Lazarus. You have the option with Code Typhon to make directly from the IDE itself. And what is different between Lazarus and Code Typhon is that while in Lazarus you need to go very deep into linking or creating your cross compiling possibility with the IDE, and you don't really have tools for that. In Code Typhon, you get the Code Typhon Center, and this gives for you some options to generate your cross compiling options for your IDE. So how to do this? It's actually looks very simple. However, based on my experience with this tool, it's not always working properly because it's basically running some scripts which are creating for you the compilation or the compilers for the different OS systems. So for example, you can see here I'm using the Code Typhon on Mac OS, but I also installed it on Windows and Linux, and I've tested this on these three OS systems. And my experience was that if I'm using the Mac OS, I can cross-compile the application from Mac OS to Windows, and on Linux I could also manage to get the cross compilation to Windows, and on Windows to Linux. But what is really weird that I couldn't get running it or making the compiler within Mac OS to Linux, or in Linux to Mac OS. So I still need to look further into this, how it can be possible, but at least I could manage to get the applications compiled on Mac OS to Windows. So let's go to this system and see what we can do. So basically here you can see that you have cross compilation tool chains, and actually what is installed on this system is the Mac to Linux and the Mac to Windows. So however this seems to be installed, it doesn't really work. So it runs into an issue to when I'm trying to compile to Linux with a failure, and still I couldn't get it running. But for Windows it's working properly. So once I generated the application, the Windows application, I could copy it into Windows, and the exe file was running without any problem. So what you need to do to get to this, because originally this is not available on your system. So in Code Typhon you have this cross build menu point, and if you go to the download cross tool chains, then you get this this window, and typically you don't have all of these in it. Maybe you have the Java tool chains, but you don't have the Mac OS or Linux tool chains. And how you can get it, that here you have a server tool chain list, and if you refresh it, then you get a list of possible cross compilation versions for your system actually. So as you can see that that when I'm using Mac OS, then I get this Mac 64 to different systems. And here you need to select what you want to use. So basically I'm using or I wanted to convert the application or compile the application from Mac OS to Linux and Windows and the 64-bit version. So I was selecting um, these two options here, and then you basically need to start to download these tool chains. So once you click on it, then the system is downloading, and as you can see, you get them ready. So basically, once you did it, you can refresh this list, and then the two tool chains should be or the two scripts should be available here on your computer. So this is the first step, and the second step is that you need to generate the tool chains. So here you have the free Pascal compiler cross elements builder. So basically this is the first thing what you should run, and here you should select the version what you want to build. You can build more at once, but I would recommend just to use only once at a time. So you select the from the list the option which you want to create, and then you click on the build on, and then you can see that that in the Code Typhon center the script starts to run, and it's basically generating the elements what you need for the cross compilation. It takes a while, so I will skip this script running, and I will come back when it is ready. So actually, why I selected the Linux, because I just wanted to show that that this one is not really running properly. So at the end, at this stage 5, I get this message that the free Pascal compiler elements are not existing, so it cannot be built. But if you run it for the Windows, then it's generating the code on the right way, and then it will be usable in Code Typhon. So as you can see that the Windows cross compilation tools are generated, and now you can close this window and you can go to the next one. So here you can build the different cross elements. So it makes no sense to generate now the Linux because it was not working, but for the Windows you can click on this point, and then it is generating the tools for you. Okay, so the Windows version generated, so theoretically this can be already used in the Code Typhon IDE. So let's go to the IDE itself. Okay, so let's make a very simple application, adding a button. And the label. And let's change the label. The label caption to trial. Okay. So now the project option target should be default, so this will be Mac OS version, and here we also don't need to change anything. So let's test it. We can run it. And here we have the button working with the trial itself, or with the changing the label to trial itself. Okay, so now because we generated the Windows cross compilation solution, we can change the target here in the project options, and let's change it to Windows 64, and default family is X, this one, and then we also need to add the LCL widget type to Windows 34 46. So here, which is weird, that even if you convert or you compile to Windows 64, the widget set should be set to Win 32, otherwise this will not work. So to check what or where this is going to do the job, let's save the project, and we will save it under the Google Drive. Without trainings, Code Typhon, and let's put it under the cross-compile test, and let's save it with the name of trial on a test compile. Okay, so now just build again the project. So now we should see under the cross-compile test the test compile exe, because we already changed the application to generate the Windows version. Of course, if we would switch back to the original project settings, so this one we click out here, and under the config and target we go back to default, and then this will be the. So once we run again the application under the macOS system, it should work as intended. Okay, so the same for Linux would be that here you change the target to Linux, and then the target CPU to this one, and also at the widgets you change to GTK3. This you can get, of course, from the Code Typhon center when you are generating the toolchain. Then this is showing that which widget set it is using. So if it is GTK3 or just simple GTK or GTK2, you can use this for the system. So we can try to build it, but of course this will not do what we expect. So once we run it, of course it will run into an issue because we don't have the toolchain generated. So that's actually a problem, and most probably this will be solved later on by the team who is making these scripts. But so far, at least, it works for Mac to Windows, or from Windows to Linux, or from Linux to Windows. But as I said, it does not work on from Linux to Mac, or from Windows to Mac. So you need to rely on basically the macOS system to generate macOS applications at the moment, but from macOS at least you can generate an application to Windows. And if you copy your files, or you move your files to or under Linux, then of course you can compile the application to Linux as well. So still you can follow the old way, just using the original Pascal files, and then you need to make the compilation under the Linux system. So that's it for today. I just wanted to show you how you can try to get to the cross compilation solution. As I said, it's a bit simpler to generate these cross compiler options, but it's still having some issues. So we need to wait until the team is solving the problem. So thanks for watching my introduction, and if you like that, please don't forget to subscribe. See you and goodbye.